Okay, everybody, if you're finished with Chapter 9, you're ready to do Chapter 10. Here we have the model sentence for Chapter 10 with 8 sentences, and at the bottom there's a chart, which you'll notice when you quickly look at it, has verbal stuff on it. We've switched over from nouns. Amo is our example of an action verb, and we'll notice that we've learned how to say 4 examples. Amo, I love. Amas, you love. Amat, he loves. And amant, they love. We also have a linking verb, the verb to be, and we've learned that ego sum would be I am, to s is you are, and just est is he, she, or it is, sunt is they. So the second slide here in my little presentation, I've given you some, if you'd like to pause and spend some more time, you can look at some more examples. So for instance, ego philios laudo would be I praise the sons. The way you know that it's I is because laudo ends in an O. Tu philios laudas, you praise the sons. You can tell it's you because it's S, and also tu here. Pater philios laudaut, the father praises his sons. And here's the T for a third singular. And patres philios laudant, the fathers praise their sons. Likewise, with the linking verb, the verb to be, we have ego sum magister, I am a teacher. To s, there's the s in the word s. To s discipulus, you are a student. Rubri est pater, rubrius is a father, and patres sunt mercatores, the fathers are merchants. So now let's look at the new forms. I have translated the first sentence at the top of the worksheet, and what we see is a new word, nos, which you can see here is defined as we, and this is nos Romani sumus fortes. And when we look at it, we realize we have we Romans, Romani is Romans, are brave. There's the translation. We Romani sumus fortes. We should notice for a second that there are two new forms here. You have both nos, meaning we, and sumus, meaning we are. We have another one, nos cum vobis pugnamus, we are fighting with you. We are fighting with you. Nos here is we. Pugnamus is we are fighting. And cum nobis is told to you over here with you. That's you plural, with y'all. In the next set of sentences, we have it a little different. Notice we have vos estis igna we. Vos estis igna we. And we see that vos means you, and this is the you plural, y'all. So vos estis ignavi, if ignavi means cowardly, is y'all are, as we can see on our next slide, y'all are cowardly, and what we want to notice is that there are two new words. We have vos meaning you all, and estis meaning you all are. So now let's briefly look at number 4. Vos semper fugitis. Fugitis means to flee or run away. Vos is our new word meaning y'all. And semper means always. Vos semper fugitis. Y'all always, fugitis, are running away. An example of that, y'all are always running away. So we've had the two sets now in red. We have we, and the blue ones with y'all. The we both use nos as the subject, and their verb ends in mus. The y'all examples use vos as a subject, and both the verbs end in tis. So if you're not seeing that completely, I have another set here of examples. Here we have nos Galli sumus fidelis. We Gauls are loyal with fideles equaling loyal. And nos uxores et liberos amamos. We love. Remember, our can be just put in there if it makes sense. We love our wives and children. This is what the Gaul's saying. You guys are always fighting. Sure, maybe we running away, or we run away, but we are loyal to our families, and we love our wives and children. Now, here's what the Gauls are going to say back to the Romans. You guys are stupid, and vos, as I did you guys, y'all nekatis, kill your wives and children. This would be a perspective that the Gauls had of the Romans. This worksheet is also drawing on the different opinions Gauls and Romans would have of each other. And then again, we see that when we have the subject vos, meaning y'all, the verb ends in tis. Here's vos, and the verb again ends in tis. So let's go and put it all together. This next sheet we see we have all our translations, and they're divided by color into sentences which are based on the subject nos. Nos means we, or they're based on the subject vos, and vos means y'all, or you, just you plural. And so we have vos in all of these four, nos in these ones. And when we look more closely at the end of the, when we look more closely at the sentences themselves, we notice that whenever nos is the subject, the verb ends in mus. Vos sumus, or excuse me, nos sumus, nos pugnamus, nos sumus again here, and nos amamos. Always whenever nos is the subject, the verb is going to end in mus. And so what we can do is we can go all the way down to the bottom, and we can say that whenever we is the subject, the verb will end in mus, and if it's the verb to be, it'll be sumus, which means we are. Now we go back to the top, and we're going to look at the blue sentences. The blue sentences all have vos. I know it sounds a little similar, but it's not nos. Vos is the subject, and every time you have vos, the verb will end in, not mus, but tis. Vos necatis, you kill. Vos estis, you are. Vos fugitis, you flee. And so we can go and put those into our bottom and part of the worksheet. Instead of doing that, and this has the full thing for you to look at, and you'll see that our examples of a full verb, conjugated it's called. We have amo, amas, amat, amamus, amatis, amat, and that means I love, you love, he, she, or it loves, we love, y'all love, they love. You also have the linking verb to be, and this would be sum, I am, est, you are, est, he is, sumus, we are, estis, y'all are, and sunt, they are. So I hope this lesson hasn't been too long. I'm going to stop you now, and feel free to ask me questions in class. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.